Hello, fictional. Welcome to the What If Issei. Today we are gonna see, what if Issei fall in love with Koneko? Part 2. If you end up liking this video, please consider subscribe, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Is this just my imagination? Surely it can't be reality. I pinch myself really hard only to realize it's actually true. I have dreamed about this for so long. Not one, not two, but three bishoujo are standing before me in adult cosplay costumes. I have soundproofed the room. You know the procedure from yesterday, isn't that so? The voice that says this belongs to my girlfriend and master, beautiful, red-haired, blue-eyed, huge op-eye carrying Ria's Gremory, sister of Mayu-sama himself. And she is absolutely right about me knowing about that. Her queen, Himejima Akeno, another beautiful big op-eye carrying bishoujo, did the same last night when I was with her. I'm kinda nervous about this. The girl saying that is the blonde-haired beauty, ex-nun, Asia Argento. She was always by my side and I was always by her side through many bad situations. She is very beautiful and her op-eye are still quite a bit smaller than Ria's, but they are growing steadily, I think. They will probably never be that big, but they will definitely be pretty. Nothing to worry about. It will only hurt a bit. A small framed girl with silver hair and cat-like eyes that say that is Taoju Koneko, a Nekomata that had to run while very young because her sister, also a Nekomata, killed her master. Mayu-sama himself stood by Koneko and protected her from being killed. Her op-eye are very small, but her soul more than makes up for the lack in breast department. What do you mean, it will hurt? Asia. When a girl is with a man for the first time, her important part isn't fully open. So when a male slides in and widens the hole, it hurts a bit. But it's not a very strong pain, plus you'll have me and Koneko next to you, so you don't have to worry. Only try to hold back your twilight healing or else it will hurt a lot more, okay? What a nice instructor Ria's is. Asia looks at her, looking puzzled. Hey, are you sure it won't hurt a lot? Positive. You can trust me, right? Yes. Oh, I can't get used to Asia's trust. She's so innocent and believes in almost anything you tell her. That's what makes her extremely cute. When the pain stops, intense pleasure starts. She really enjoyed it but it was over so fast. I am of course talking about my first time with Koneko. Her insides were so tight I couldn't hold anything back. She's just so small. But I love her nonetheless. That sounds so nice. I'm so happy I'm not a nun anymore. Ice. Yes. While the younger girls are talking, Ria's comes to me and starts kissing me gently. While doing that, she also motions to the girls to come closer. Asia gingerly comes closer and Koneko almost jumps directly onto my stomach. But she's so light I barely feel her. The costumes they are wearing are so close to wearing nothing I can feel their whole bodies pressing onto me. Even their nipples. When all three are on the bed, Ria stops the kiss. Ice, do you agree that we have to make Asia feel as comfortable as possible? Definitely. I would never want to hurt her. Then how about you show her what you learned this weekend? Does she already know everything? She's quick with the news, that's for certain. I will try. Saying that, I grab hold of Asia and gently lay her down on the mattress. I then proceed to kiss her passionately. After a while, I stop kissing her lips and move on lower to her op-eye, which I have to undress first. Her costume is one where the bra is connected to her panties with only one line, so I don't have problems with unclasping it. I can just pull it down. As I do that, her cute op-eye show themselves in their full glory. I start kissing her skin a bit and then take one nipple in my mouth. It tastes sweet. Ian. She lets out a cute voice of enjoyment. Relieved by that, I take her other breast in my hand and start gently massaging it. Ian, I-san. She moans louder this time. I switch the breast while Ria's undresses Asia's costume completely. I stop licking her nipples and just look at her for a while. She blushes and tries to cover herself. I gently grab her hands. Asia, don't worry. I just wanted to look at you a bit better. She nods. Her body is so beautiful. I start kissing her belly and slowly move lower and lower until I reach her important part. Asia started breathing heavily. Is it going to hurt now? No, Asia, not yet. Just don't worry, okay? Yes. And I gently start licking. Hey Aya. I-san. She seems to be really enjoying it. I get courage from hearing that and help myself with hands too. Asia's moaning and breathing become louder, longer and more irregular. Ria soon stops me. For the first time, I think that's enough, Ice. Plus, now that I have seen this, I want some later too, you know. I wouldn't want you to lose all the energy already. Me too. I nod at their words and undress myself. While I'm doing this, Ria starts kissing Asia's neck. Hi, this looks so amazing. Koneko joins her from the other side. Just like that, I'm ready. Asia, are you ready? I think so. Okay. Remember, I love you. I love you too, I-san. I position my part on her part and start gently sliding in. Soon enough I can feel the pressure loosen and Asia screams a bit. Hey Aya. It does hurt. She's so gentle. I am sorry, Asia. But luckily only the first time hurts, so don't worry. Riaz calmly explains it all again. We are also lucky our master is so understanding. I continue my slow thrusts until Asia's pained look goes away. As it disappears, I start thrusting a bit quicker, but still not too quick. A bit because I don't want to end it so soon and a bit more so I don't hurt Asia again. I continue and soon start to feel pressure building inside of me. I kind of panic and look at Riaz with a frightened face. Ice, are you about to explode? I can't even say anything. I just nod. She quickly gets behind me, grabs me and pulls me out, then grabs my part with one hand and starts to caress it. I immediately explode all over the bed. Asia is scared at first, but then she sees Riaz and Koneko aren't afraid of it and she smiles a bit. Riaz nods at Koneko who runs in the bathroom for some paper towels so we can clean up the blood from Asia that is now also on my part and Riaz's hand. So, Asia, how did Ice treat you? Did you like it? I actually did. At first I thought there would be only pain, but like you said, it got better after a while, and I really started to enjoy. I would love to do it again soon, especially since it shouldn't hurt this much. She confesses just like that. Innocence is just oozing from her words. Well, Ice, now that you have shown Asia what you have learned, how about me and Koneko start getting the same treatment? They're already undressed. How did that happen? How did I miss it? Well, I guess I can't undress them myself, so I just nod and lie down close to Ria's part. Koneko nudges me so I would turn on my hip. At first I don't realize what she's trying to do, but soon enough when I feel her soft and warm lips on my part, I come to terms with her plan. Oh, so nice. But I have to concentrate on Ria's right now. I start gently licking. Koneko-chan. What are you doing? Asia can't believe her eyes. It's nice. She says it like it's nothing. I want to try too. Sure. If that's the case, Ice, just make yourself comfortable and I'll help them both. Even Riaz. I am such a lucky guy. I do as I am told and lie back with 3 bishoujo surrounding my part. All of a sudden, all 3 start to lick it. I can't even think, let alone speak or anything from the pleasure. Can you even imagine that feeling? I would have believed it's impossible to experience such a wonderful feeling if I hadn't experienced it myself. Hyoudou, Mitsuda and Motohama would kill me if they knew. That's right, you too. You will probably never know how this feels. Before I know it, I feel the pressure again but I still can't speak and Asia has the tip inside her mouth. Oh no. Hey Asia, take Ho out. Riaz hears that and grabs it just in time to explode into the air again. What a relief. Before I can get a hold of myself, Koneko positions herself so that she is standing above my face. She then kneels so her part comes right next to my mouth. I start licking slowly while she starts to let out some moans. How cute a voice she makes when moaning. But my energy is running low. Greg, if you are awake, I'd need some power quickly before I collapse. Got your back, partner. Enjoy the night, you have deserved it. Boost. Thank you, Dreg. I am able to continue thanks to that boost. Slowly, Koneko's moans start getting louder and longer. Oh, I could listen to that sound for years on end and I wouldn't get sick of hearing it. Hi. Suddenly she screams loudly and falls back on my stomach, her whole body trembling with pleasure. While her body shakes violently, she continues to moan with that cute voice. See, Asia, this is what a female explosion looks like. But she looks like she's in pain. That's not pain. Try for yourself. Can you do it, Ice? I can. Asia, come here and lie down. Saying that, I grab Koneko who is still shivering a bit and move her off me so I can get to Asia. I start to lick her part like before and continue against her loud moans. Before too long, Asia achieves her first explosion. The volume is obviously louder than Koneko's, but surprisingly to me, her shaking is even more violent than Koneko's. Even Riaz looks puzzled. But I know she wants it now as well. She can't wait any longer. That's what I decided. I jump to her and kiss her passionately while caressing her oppai. I then somehow manage to wrestle her, so she's under me and I am in control. I start moving from her lips to her oppai. First the left breast, then the right one. After a while I start moving further down and she is starting to moan with almost every breath now. As I come closer and closer to her part, she is already moaning pretty loudly. Looks like Asia and Koneko have regained their energy and have decided to help me by sucking both Ria's breasts. Hey Ice, Asia, Koneko, don't stop. For the life of you, don't stop. I think she is pretty close to exploding herself, so I adjust my tongue movement slightly so that it isn't as rough as before. Before long, Riaz lets out the loudest moan ever and her whole body shakes so violently, I can't help but shake myself. Moments like this make me happy that Riaz can soundproof the room. My parents would most definitely be woken up and barge into my room. I can't even start to think what they would be saying if they saw this. My son? With 3 girls. I never thought my stupid son would be able to. You're not the failure I thought you are. We are going to have grandkids, Otu-san. Yeah, probably that and a million other things as well. This one is even louder than Akeno-san. Well done, partner. Greg. Thanks, I guess. Ria's is still shaking. I start to worry a bit, but she starts to flail her hands towards me to hug me. I push myself against those arms and let her squeeze. She doesn't have much power left anyway, I realize as she is almost too weak to even press me against her body. Ice. Yes, Koneko. I want it. Now. Such determination. That's my Koneko. Yes, this is shaping to be yet another long night. But thanks to Drag, I can withstand all of it and a little bit more. I battle to escape Ria's grip, which isn't very hard as she hasn't regained her strength yet. Then Koneko kisses me passionately. From the back I feel something soft. It's Asia's oppai pressing against my back as she's hugging me and kissing my neck. Koneko can't wait to get to the action, so she grabs my part and caresses it gently until it gets hard again. Asia in turn starts to caress my sides and chest. Enjoyment and passion, come and hit me as hard as you can. I will withstand it all for these three. Hiya. I don't believe I have ever been so satisfied up to now. Waking up in the morning, seeing three naked bishoujo lying next to me, or in Kaneko's case, on me, is really the best feeling. And even better if I remember all the things I did with them last night. Yep, Mitsuda and Motohama would kill me instantly if they found out about this. You fucker. It must be some kind of world conspiracy. Issei shouldn't be allowed that. Yep, that's about what they would say while beating the shit out of me. But only because they can't find out I can beat them both at the same time because I'm a devil. Speaking of Mitsuda and Motohama, isn't today the day when school starts again? Shit. Semester test is at the end of the week and I have to study hard for it. Thinking all that, the blonde girl next to me starts waking up. Good morning, Asia. Good morning, I-san. How is it morning already? She moves towards me to go to sleep again. No. Asia. You shouldn't sleep, today school starts again. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Oh well. She rises from the bed and stretches herself. Her body is so beautiful. She then realizes she's naked and covers herself, but she then remembers why she is naked. Oh, I-san, it was so nice yesterday. And she kisses me gently after saying that. I then feel something moving on my other side. Ria's is awake now as well. Morning, Ice. She kisses me and then stretches as well. Her body is also amazing. I can't stop looking at it. Koneko's still asleep. She really is a cat. Ria says that and pats Koneko's head a little while smiling. She then starts to move. Before saying anything, she kisses me passionately. Oh. Good morning, Koneko. So early and you're already so fired up. She nods and kisses me again. Boy, she really must love me. But I love her too, so I don't have a problem with that. After we all got ready to go to school, Koneko jumped on my back and wouldn't come down, so I had to carry her to school. She's very light so I don't mind. Upon arriving in front of school, naturally everyone looked at me with disgust. What does he think he's doing, carrying Koneko-chan like that? What have you done to her, you bastard? I sure hope stupidity and lecherous mind aren't contagious. Not only Koneko-chan, but both great one-isamas as well. Does this freak really have no boundaries? These are just some of the things I hear while walking past everyone. Koneko's still on my back. Yeah, I'm with all the popular people from our school. Ria's and Akeno, the school's two great one-isamas, Koneko, the school mascot, Asia, Zenobia and Arena, the famous church trio, Ravel, who is popular because she's really open to everyone and also very smart, Gasper-kun, the cute cross-dressing Hikikomori, and there is of course also Kiba, the dream of all the girls of our academy. Well, all but the girls that are with me right now. Eat that, pretty boy. But yeah, given my company, I'm just a lecherous freak that everyone loves to hate. Before long, I hear ominous voices. Issei. You bastard. Mitsuda and Motohama are running towards me to attack me. I have to let go of Koneko so she doesn't get hurt. As they hit me, I fall back. Luckily Koneko escaped already. But my stomach hurts pretty bad. What the fuck do you think you're doing, coming to school with all of them? Not only that, even carrying Koneko-chan and walking right next to Ria's Gremory-san. Weren't we supposed to be a team? Can't you help us to at least talk to one girl? Yeah, one girl, and not that freak Miltan. Eyes, calm down. What the fuck? You can't assault me like that, especially if I am carrying Koneko-chan. If she gets hurt because of that, everybody around me will want to kill me. Idiots. I'm actually pretty mad at them right now. Especially because all I've said is true. They apologize. Something about not thinking or something similar. These idiots will kill me one day. During recess the three of us stayed in the classroom when the door opened and Koneko came in. Oh, God. Has something happened? She dashes towards me. Meeting after school. Others already know. She whispers that in my ear so Mitsuda and Motohama don't hear anything. They do see a small kiss on my cheek that Koneko gives me as she moves away from my ears. What the fuck is that? Issei, I will kill you for this. Of course they reacted that way. Undaunted, Koneko kisses me again before storming out. The moment she closed the door, I feel a strong jab to my ribs and left arm. One of my ribs actually broke. Aya. Why, you idiots. What the fuck are you doing to Koneko-chan so she kisses you? Did you see her naked? At least in underwear? Fucking morons. You broke my rib and then drool at your imaginary visions of my free time. What the fuck is wrong with both of you? Automatic. Sorry. Yeah, didn't mean to break your bones, though. Well, you fucking did. It hurts. I will kill you both. My face straightens as soon as I say that. I smirk. Or not. Maybe I'll just enjoy the view of Butchu's breasts while healing. You motherfucker. Shame on the world for this conspiracy. Why only Issei, God. Well, either way, I have to get some first aid because of you. See you. I had to find Asia soon. The pain was almost unbearable. Luckily, she was just about to enter the classroom as I was going out. Asia, I need your help. Those idiots broke my ribs. Oh okay. Let's go somewhere nobody will see us. This was easier said than done, though. There was just too many students in the academy building. We had to go to the old school building so she could heal my wounds without being seen. I was barely able to walk, so she had to support me. Why is she supporting that bastard? She should leave him to die from whatever he caught. I heard this and similar stuff from people that passed us by. When we finally arrived to the building, I collapsed. Luckily for me, I was already inside, even if barely. Asia immediately started the healing. She did remember to close the door, though. I could feel that warmth and see her green healing light. What happened, Ai-san? Those two idiots Koneko came in the classroom to tell me that there is a meeting after school and she kissed me on the cheek afterwards. Mitsuda and Motohama totally flipped and started beating me. One of the hits apparently broke my ribs. But why? Just because of one kiss? You don't understand. The three of us were supposed to be the outcast trio that nobody likes because we are so lecherous and only think about such things. And then the school mascot comes in and kisses me just like that. It's normal they flipped, but they hit a bit too hard. I will probably never understand boys other than you, Ai-san, and Hyoudou-san and Gasper-kun. Even Gasper-kun is weird to understand sometimes. I hugged her after she said that because I have seen tears in her eyes. Don't worry, they won't hit me this strong again unless they see me having sex with you Arias. I try to cheer her up, but she just shakes her head. No. They can never see us doing something like that. Even I won't let that happen. I pat her head and she calmed down a bit. Afterwards we went back to class. The remaining time in class I couldn't concentrate on the teacher because I was thinking about Koneko. She was brave enough to come and kiss me in front of those two. I mean, she is brave all the time, but she's very different since the magician incident. After the school ended, we gathered in the old school building and were talking for a while. Then I felt a certain aura that I thought I will never feel again. Rias and Akeno apparently felt it as well because they looked at each other suspiciously. Sekiryuite? I could recognize that voice whenever. I turned around and saw a tall man in Chinese clothing. It was definitely him. But how did he manage to come here? Wasn't he imprisoned by Hades? Did he somehow manage to defeat Hades? I've been waiting for this reunion for a long time, Sekiryuite. How did you manage to come here? Rias asked him that. Shut up. This is only between me and Sekiryuite here. Hey. How dare you talk smack to Butchu? I will kill you for this. I yelled back at him. You don't talk smack to my Rias. She was definitely taken aback by his words. Oh yeah, I forgot. You probably still haven't sucked her tits, did you? Like I would tell you if I did. Thought so. Well, listen. I have no intention of fighting you yet. What does that mean? I convinced Hades to give me a week to try and get my revenge on you. You see, after our last encounter I have been taken into Hades' underworld. My true longiness was also taken from me, so I didn't have much to do but think. And I thought of unfinished business I have with you. What unfinished business? I defeated you fair and square. But see. Nobody defeats me, cow. So I have been thinking. I am only a human now, one without a sacred gear, so I am incredibly weak. So I was training all this time. And I finally managed to convince the old geezer to release me from the underworld for a week so I can take my revenge on you. And I have no intention of losing. And just what did he want in return? If I win, I get my true longiness back. If I lose, my soul will simply be destroyed. So basically for me there is no drawback. If I win, I get my powers back. If I lose, well, I deserve to be destroyed if I cannot defeat a mere dragon. Always so confident. I have actually admired that in him. He always believes he can't lose. But I can't let him win. He can't have his powers back. He was tough enough before even without all the training he had in the underworld. However, I thought you should know of the fight before it happens. So I'm giving you a 3 days notice. Damn it. That's Thursday. There is a semester exam on Friday, you know, idiot. And if I decline, then I will destroy as much of the city as possible before Hades comes for my soul. You know we can just hold you here until he comes for you, right? Rhea said that. Cao Cao just smirked. Oh no, you can't. He got out a paper of some kind and gave it to Rias. If I am held captive just for a moment, it means a declaration of war between the underworld and the 3 factions. In other words, I can do whatever I want and you can't stop me. That is, if you don't want to provoke an all-out war, of course. That son of a bitch. He has it all figured out. Well, that means I can't decline. I accept your challenge. I knew you would be reasonable. The fight will happen on Thursday evening right over there. He points to a playing ground on the school property. Shit. Of course, since it's weekday, it would be bad if the ground got destroyed in some way. I have also heard you have some kind of exams on Friday, right? This means Hades couldn't let me out of the underworld at a better time. Well, I'll take my goodbye now. Remember, Sekiryuite. Just you and me. These can watch if they want, but that's all. Until next time. He disappears after saying that. Bastard. But on the other hand, he is only a human. Even he himself has said that. All I need is to get into my balance breaker form and he is going to be powerless. He did train, but a human can't have superhuman powers, right? Ice, this is serious. He did come out of the underworld, so he might have some magical powers, even though he's saying he doesn't. Be careful, please. Don't take it lightly. Rhea says that while hugging me from the back. Don't worry, but you. He insulted you, so he's gonna pay. And I won't let my guard down, semester exam be damned. Saying that, I raise my fist to the sky and swear to defeat the bastard once and for all. This will be interesting. Good luck, senpai. Just be careful, Ai-san. Yufu, how exciting. Ai-san, I believe in you. Destroy this bugger. Ice-kun, just don't rush it, okay? I believe in you too, Ai-senpai. Everybody shows their support. I can't fail with them standing behind me. I will also have to concentrate on my powers so I don't destroy the field. Kaichu would kill me if I did it on a weekday. So, Cao Cao is back. This will be a tough fight, judging from our previous battles. It's true that he is just a human now, without the true longiness, but I'm also without my balance breaker. I have some strength from being a devil, but almost nothing else. My magic is weak as hell. I have no talent for special attacks. My sacred gear does still appear even if Drake is sleeping, but it can't boost me, so it is basically useless. What can I do? Ice. Cao Cao may have said he is weak, but he is dishonorable enough to lie about it. Rhea says that as I'm thinking about the same thing. Is he really that dishonorable? He is weird, but he is also strong and a hero, or at least a descendant of one. He is still strong, no matter what. I guess he wouldn't lie about it, I believe he has enough honor. Anyway, you have to be extremely careful. He still can have a trick up his sleeve. You know Hades is only waiting for a reason to start a huge war. Rhea is of course right. That geezer is just crazy enough to give Cao Cao something he can use to cheat so more devils can attack him and he can then use that as a cause for war. I will have to prepare for anything and hopefully Drake will wake up by Thursday, even if only for 10 minutes. Thinking about this and other things, I was walking home. Koneko was with me. She just wouldn't leave me alone and I liked that. We tried not to hold hands so people wouldn't want to kill me, however we didn't last long. As soon as we got out of Ku Academy grounds, she kind of just grabbed my hand and held tight onto it. There was an audible gasp from behind, but I didn't care. I accepted her hand. Let's just go to a park or something. Rias and others went home already. So we went to a park and sat on a bench. She sat on my lap. Senpai, please be careful. You are also scared about what Cao Cao is planning. He spells trouble. I feel it. I know. I'm kinda afraid too. But I will not fail, I promise. I can't let him get his true longiness back. I will perform Senjutsu the whole night tonight so you will be well rested. You need it. No. You have to sleep as well. I will. I can perform it while sleeping, you know. How? I find it hard to believe. How can you do something like that while you're unconscious? Senjutsu is a very basic technique for a Nekomata, so it would be a shame for me if I couldn't. You're so kind, Koneko. Thanks for that. I care for you, it's all, senpai. Please, call me Ice. I've already told you. It's hard all of a sudden to do that. She hugs me tightly after saying that. I simply can't lose this fight. Very bad things will happen if I do. Drake, I will need your help. Please be awake Thursday night. We did our homework there before coming home. I carried Koneko home. As I arrived, there were Rias, Asia and Akeno waiting for me. They looked kind of angry. Where were you, Ice? Rias doesn't like someone else getting more attention from Ice. Fufu, to be honest, neither do I. I was just afraid something happened to you. But I also don't like you giving more attention to someone else. Even if it's Koneko-chan. Asia adds the two sentences after Ria's and Akeno look at her. Oh, boy. This will be fun. We did our homework together, that's all. Yufu, Ice, you will need to explain some things later. Akeno winks at me. This will get very interesting. No, Akeno. Not later. Right now. Come, Ice. Ria's is determined. I have no choice. So we go inside and sit in the living room. Now, Ice. It's not that I'm angry, I was just concerned. Why didn't you tell anything? Well, it just kinda happened. Right, Koneko. Actually I wanted to be alone with Ice a little. She did what? I mean, I love her, but she was planning it all. I see. You could still say something. Just tell me next time, right? Ice is much too precious for me to lose again. You can't even imagine how sad I felt in Romania while you were all here with him. Someone knocks at the door as the debate finishes. Who it might be? Hey, Occult Research Club. Have you missed me? Azazel-sensei. He has returned. We give him tea and talk. So, sensei, what did you achieve? Nothing, really. It seems that the conflict cannot be resolved easily. It won't happen for a while, though. They will need Gasper-kun, but otherwise it shouldn't be a problem for us. What do you mean, shouldn't be? I asked that. The last thing I need is some bloody vampire war one have to fight in. Well, I'm sure Ria's told you that the Teeps faction is very arrogant. Carmilla faction isn't much better. Gasper, who is a member of one of the Teeps families, is in our group and is also extremely important to both sides, even if Teeps don't know that Carmilla wants his help, as far as I know. How? Why do we always have to find trouble everywhere we go? I honestly believe the answer to that question is inside you. What? What is he talking about? My sacred gear. The dragon's nature is one that attracts members of the opposite sex and also one that seeks trouble. If the dragon doesn't find trouble on its own, the trouble will find the dragon. That's why you and Saji and Vali are always fighting something. It's only lucky for Vali that he enjoys that immensely. You and Saji don't, if I observed you two enough. However, you can't hide from this. It's a dragon's destiny to fight. Sensei speaks that with some kind of joy. I sigh. I guess that's why Cao Cao can't leave me alone. Sensei widens his eyes. Cao Cao? What are you talking about, Issei? He has challenged me for a duel. Thursday night. How in the world did he escape from Hades? He let Cao Cao out for a week. That's what Cao Cao said. But that's madness on his side. Yeah, well, madness or not, I must fight him. If I don't, he can do anything he wants and we can't stop him at all. What do you mean? If Cao Cao is attacked by anyone other than Ice and before Thursday, a war between the underworld and the three factions will start. Ria's answers that for me. I couldn't even open my mouth before she started talking. Like she knew that Azazel will ask that. This is definitely worrisome. Sensei says that while rubbing his beard. Yes, it is. Especially if Drake doesn't wake up. Sensei. Yes. Is there any way to wake Drake up, if only for an hour or so? He is still asleep. No, unfortunately no. I haven't found the technique or anything like that yet. I was thinking that maybe if Koneko used Senjutsu on my sacred gear. Oh, you dropped the honorifics. That is interesting indeed. Just what happened while I was gone. Yufu, sensei, I think this isn't the moment to talk about this. Akeno says it just like that. He's too smart not to get suspicious, you know, right? Well. With you as well. No, that isn't important right now, as you said, Akeno. So, about the Senjutsu, well, to be honest, I haven't tried it yet, but you might as well. Do you think it's safe? It is a dragon, after all. This is what I say. I don't know how dragons react to such things. I don't want to hurt him even more. Well, it definitely can't do much harm if it's Koneko's powers. She is still a bit weak because she's still growing. Koneko looks down in disappointment. I lift her chin up again and look her in the eye. She hugs me the next moment. Something definitely changed in this house. Well, anyway, you can try without any serious consequences. Drake is quite a strong dragon, so there shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. He says it confidently. I have no use in doubting him if he is confident, I think. After a bit of talking about Cao Cao and Romania and everything, everyone but me and Sensei left the living room. He sat next to me. Issei. What happened while I was gone? What do you mean? This caught me a bit off guard. Oh, you know what I mean. How come you dropped the honorifics with Koneko and apparently Akeno as well? I blushed. Seriously? At this? The proudest moment of my life and I blush. Sometimes I don't understand myself at all. Ooh, something really big happened, am I right? So, how far did you manage to go? Did you suck? Squeeze. I start stuttering. Just how stupid am I? Don't tell me you went all the way. Issei. The way you act, you might have unlocked a hell of a special move by doing this. Tell me, how far did you go? He seems excited beyond all proportions about this. But how did he realize it so quickly? Am I really this bad at keeping the lewd stuff to myself? Ah. Well, how to tell you Irias, Koneko, Akeno and Asia everything. I can't even speak properly anymore. What the fuck? Sensei starts laughing almost hysterically. Oh, boy. This is rich. 4 of them. All of them. God knows how many special attacks have you acquired because of this. Because of what? Oh, welcome back, Sensei, I apologize. Zenobia. Shit. Or. Oh, and there comes another one. Issei, you surely are a special devil. What's with the face, Ice? Hahaha. He didn't tell you. He had sex with Rias, Akeno, Asia and Koneko. Sensei. Shut up. I would tell her eventually even though Zenobia has an amazing body which I would love to explore. Hiya. I can finally take the next step then. Saying that, she jumps on me right there. Hey, Sensei is still here, you know. And my parents can walk in at any time. To be honest, I'm kind of amazed they haven't yet. Oh, this will be fun. Can I watch? No. Sensei, you can't. Too bad. He just leaves like it's nothing. On the other hand, her soft eye, her firm butt and her silky tongue in my mouth very nice. Suddenly she stops and rises up while starting to undress. Wait. Ha. Don't you want me? It's not that I don't want, it's just that anyone can come here and see. Before I can finish, she grabs me and almost carries me towards her room. She is strong. Then we come into her room, which she locks immediately and undresses. Almost instantly, her amazing body is revealed to me. Her nice big eye are dangling right in front of my face. She undresses me as well. Then there's a knock on the door. Zenobia-san, is I-san there? Yes, we're making babies. You can't say that. It's Koneko. She then walks to the door and lets Koneko in. What? She steps into the act almost instantly and before I know it, both are on me and we are all naked. How does that happen? You a virgin? Yes. Then I'll show you how it's done. Koneko is very confident in teaching Zenobia this stuff. This will be interesting. And Koneko is licking my part. So soft. Zenobia joins her on the other side, mimicking almost every single move Koneko makes. The feeling is actually amazing. After a while, they stop. Koneko-chan. Well, I admit this was nice and all, this isn't how you make babies, am I not right? That's true. You make them like this. And she positions herself on top of my part and starts sliding, and it's still so tight and warm. Just like the first time. I feel like I'm in heaven. Wait. I don't want to say to make a baby to you. Saying that, Zenobia picks Koneko off me. Before I know it, she impales herself instead. Then she screams. Hi, this hurts. If you had waited, I would have told you it hurts the first time. Even if Zenobia is in pain, she doesn't stop thrusting herself up and down. Weirdly enough, she is almost as tight as Koneko. This surprises me since she is quite bigger than Koneko, including her hips. However, I don't have much time to think because I feel the pressure inside me. Koneko sees that and lifts Zenobia at the perfect moment as I explode a second later. What is that? Explosion. This is what makes babies. Then why didn't you let him do that? No. No kids until graduation. Koneko sure is strict. Zenobia is just looking at her in awe. I see. So, only this way now? Exactly. Zenobia seems disappointed but still happy in a way. I start thinking about what Azazel said before, though. Did I really achieve some new powers? I don't recall feeling any special feeling after my first time with Rias. You know, other than the feeling of finally graduating from virginity. So it may be that that feeling covered the one of strength I felt after touching Ria's eye the first time. Still. I had a few questions for Sensei. A few questions regarding this that need to be answered. Like, can I use them without balance breaker? How will I know what to do to unleash them? If they aren't connected to balance breaker, could they be too powerful for my body? And some other. I need to talk to Sensei fast. It was very nice lying on the bed with Zenobia and Koneko by my side. But I needed some answers, so I left. I have to find Sensei. Luckily, he was still in our kitchen drinking tea with Rias and Akeno, chatting with them. Damn it. I can't ask him these things with them there. Oh, Issei. Come here. Done already? Hey. What do you mean by that? It's Rias who asks that. Well, tell her. Azazel is musing, looking all smug while doing it. You damn fallen angel. Well, Zenobia and I. Rias, are you losing him? Shut up, Akeno. This is certainly worrisome, though. My cute Ice is really getting away from me. It's not true. I still love you. She attacked me. Ask Sensei. Fufu, excuses are getting better and better. I'll have to take better care of him. Just you wait. But I thought you were okay with it. You said so yourself. I look at her in disbelief. I did. And it's true. But still, it's hard even for me, you know. I love you very much and I feel I might not be the first lady anymore. That will never happen. You are my Rias. I love you too. Yufu, I'm still here, you know. I feel left out. Akeno. Gaya, I don't know what to do. I just sit down, defeated and losing the power of speech. Damn you, sensei. You just had to say that, didn't you? Anyway, I feel there's something you wanted to ask me, right, Issei? Yes, I actually did. And I would already ask if you didn't make me lose my grip. Yes. It's about the abilities. I thought so. So, what do you want to know? Well, for starters, can they be used without balance breaker, knowing that my previous power-ups were all connected with that? I don't know for certain since you are a very strange person. I can take you for observations at the Grigori. No. I remembered how destroyed Gasper looked when he returned from training, and I think I don't want to know how observation looks like at the Grigori. Right, you don't have time for that, it's already this Thursday. Yeah, that. I stroke my hair after saying that. Sure, if you want to believe that, you can. I don't mind. So, do you have any other questions? Well, I think the answers might be the same as the first one, but worth a try. Even if the abilities are usable without the armor, can my body withstand it? Probably yes, to be honest. You have strengthened yourself quite a bit while training with Tannen, so I think there shouldn't be much problem. I was surprised at the answer. There's one more question I want answered, though. And how would I get about to finding how to invoke those abilities? Sensei thinks for a second. I heard from Rias here that you are training with Koneko lately. And now that Hyoudou is also back, you can train with both at the same time, maybe even throw Rias and Akeno in. You would have to be under pressure, that's for sure. This means that maybe you should train with all of them at the same time. At the same time against everyone? Are you crazy? Are you sure this is the only way? Not necessarily, but it's better safe than sorry in this case. Either way, I suppose you'd be under a similar amount of pressure while fighting Cao Cao. He's right. So I guess I'll have to train my hardest ever tomorrow morning. Sensei told everyone after dinner what the plan is. We even had Kiba, Irina and Gasper over, so the table was filled to the brink. After dinner, Sensei asked me to have a private talk. Issei, I think it's a good idea for you to get some sleep right now. Tomorrow will be tough even if you get a good rest, but at least tomorrow, you shouldn't get hurt. I listen to what he says and just go to sleep. Wake up, Ice. It's training time. What? I've just gone to sleep. What's the time? What? Come on, don't be lazy. It's 3 already. There is someone with red hair yelling at me. Rias. Why? And what do you mean, it's 3 already? Come on, everybody is already down there. Get dressed. She kisses me afterwards. So I guess I'm already going to have to train. I try to dress myself quickly, but then I notice that my room is completely empty, not even Asia is there. Don't tell me she'll fight me too. I go down with Rias to our basement in the room we use for training, and I barely believe my eyes. There are Zenobia and Irina in their full battle gear, Koneko, Kiba, Rias, Akeno and even Gasper and Asia. Asia even summoned Fafnir. Don't tell me I'll have to fight all of them. Azazel too. I can't fight against him alone, let alone a group with him in it. Don't worry, I won't fight you. I'll just supervise. Okay, that's a relief. But still, all of them. I feel pressure already. Wait, is that Office behind everyone? I can't fight a dragon god. Office is mostly an observer, but she can release one attack. I told everybody but Office not to hold back too much. Office should though. She is much too strong. Asia will mostly heal you though, since her attack powers are quite limited. She will control Fafnir nevertheless. So Asia is half my side, half my opponent. I'm confused. Well then, start the training. Hey. I'm not ready yet. But before I can say anything, I have to dodge the 2 knights bolting towards me. Before I come to terms with what happened, I have to dodge yellow and crimson spheres sent towards me by Akeno and Rias. Power of destruction and holy lightning at the same time. This is unfair. Compose yourself, man. You won't get out of this alive if you don't. So I keep on dodging the attacks with the occasional attack hitting me, at which point I fall down or fly away. Then I feel something. It's growing from my back. What ability is this? Attack stopped. What happened? I look behind me and see 2 pairs of demon wings. Seriously? This is it. I try to control them. It works. I can fly on my own. Okay, so it's not half bad. But still, it isn't a new ability. 2 pairs of functioning wings. Interesting. This means a great deal of demonic power gained in the past few weeks. I can now confirm that your new abilities aren't balance breaker exclusive. Demonic power. So this means I can finally use demonic attacks. Awesome. Continue. Asia, enter Fafnir. Yes, sensei. Right. Fafnir wasn't attacking me before. Shit. A giant fireball. I dodge it. There is a black sphere coming in my direction as well. This must be Office's attack. I put all my effort in dodging it. It creates a giant hole in the ceiling behind me. The attacks are relentless. I try to dodge them all, but crash. I get hit square in the chest by one of Kiba's attacks. My wings disappear and I fly backwards. With a loud thud I fall down. Asia is right there and starts healing me. At least I have that privilege. Issei, try to concentrate on your demonic power. I'll try, is what I say, gasping for air. After I regain enough strength to rise up, the attacks continue. I try dodging them while concentrating power. I feel a strange rush running through my body. Suddenly, my wings grow again and I rise above them all, while 5 orbs are surrounding me. 5 colors. Silver, white, yellow, crimson and green. Everybody stops attacking, even Fafnir is looking amazed. Issei, that is looking amazing. What do those orbs do? I have no idea. Well, try to use them. I nod at Sensei. Okay. Use them. How should I go about that? Should I touch them? Should I say the color? I'll try this first. It sounds less dangerous. I wake up. Huh. Where am I? What happened? Was I just dreaming? Were those powers for real or not? Sensei is sitting next to my bed, he has wide open eyes. So it was real. Issei, that was something amazing. I have never seen anything like this before. Now I really see what your power is. You have to continue collecting those orbs. There are still 3 missing. What do you mean, missing? The orbs formed a circle around you, however it was apparent that there should be 8 of them. You have 5 of them. Only 5 and yet all that amazing power. You need all 8. He's right, I guess. But how am I supposed to obtain them? Wait. Yes, I believe you are thinking in the right direction. Azazel says that. Seriously, can everyone read minds except me? Even if that's the case, just how am I supposed to collect 3 more orbs? I probably can't do that by Thursday. But it should be enough for Cao Cao. Phew, he doesn't know what is awaiting him. I can barely wait to dispose of him once and for all. Just try not to get too cocky about this power. However strong it is, if you become too arrogant, it will become a problem. Sensei is of course right. No matter how powerful I get, I can never underestimate my opponents. It's what allowed me to kill Shalba Beelzebub twice. Training and studying, Thursday comes very quickly. After we finished with school for the day, I wanted to go home to prepare for the fight. But in front of our classroom there was Kaichu. I got afraid. Ice-kun. Can I talk with you? Do you want to talk with me? Did I do something wrong? Well, I can't say no to the president of the student council, so I nod and follow her. Where are we going? We arrive to a door. This is my office. As a president of the student council I get my own office, which is amazing. There's something weird about her. She's not as serious as usually. She's even smiling. She apparently realized that as well. She stopped that immediately after I thought of it. She opened the door and invited me inside. Okay, so. Ice-kun. It has come to my attention that you are to have a battle with Cao Cao tonight and that it was determined that the battleground will be the school courtyard. I think you know that this worries me, right? Yes, Kaichu. But I didn't have a choice. I do, however, believe that you won't do anything rash as to destroy the school grounds. You are undoubtedly aware that tomorrow is a school day and that we probably cannot fix the whole school overnight, and I also cannot count on my second-year students to help because the semester test is tomorrow. Clear as the sky, Kaichu. Then it's settled. If you won't damage the school property, I might even put up a good word for you at the grading committee. Wait, what? Kaichu is willing to cheat for me if I don't damage the school tonight. Kaichu? Yes. Did you just say what I heard you say? I most certainly did. But isn't that cheating? She bows her head. It is. And I feel awful for this, that's why I said that I might. Doesn't mean I will. However, I will be watching the battle closely. It is important that you win, but it is also more important to keep the school as untouched as possible. We cannot afford another delay for this test. I will do my best. And, Ice, one more thing, be careful. This Cao Cao is very unpredictable and definitely a tough opponent that will be extremely hard to beat. She looks at me with stern eyes, though there is some softness in her eyes. Or am I imagining things? If it's the first, I am extremely sorry, Saji. After this I go home. On my way a stranger gives me a piece of paper and disappears. Don't forget. At 8 you must be there or it will be bad. This is what says on the paper. It sends chills down my spine. Before I know it, it's 7 and I must go. All members of our household follow me, and as I approach Ku Academy, the student council is already waiting. Or at least Kaichu and Fukakechu and some other members that aren't second year. As I stand in the middle of the playground, I feel that aura coming. Before long. Cao Cao is in front of me, smirk on his face. I'm glad you have deeded, it's better if you fight me. Don't flatter yourself. I'm here to destroy you once and for all. Well, I'll let you activate your armor just so you don't fall down with the first blow, pitiful dragon. Sorry. No armor tonight. Oh, cocky, are we? Do you really think a mere dragon can defeat me without his armor? I don't know. I do know that I can't use that armor now because the dragon in my sacred gear is sleeping. Even better. I'll end this swiftly then. Saying that, Cao Cao lunges into the air and tries to attack me. I dodge his attack easily. Oh, so you are faster without that thing. Interesting. I try to attack him with my fists and he blocks it just in front of his face. He seems surprised but undaunted. So we exchange blows for a while and Rias and others cheer for me. Cao Cao doesn't have anyone on his side. He is also quite weak. He is really just a human. I attack again, this time a bit faster and hit him in the chest. First hit for you. Well done. He just shakes it off. He starts a frenzy of attacks, which I dodge or block easily. I then hit him again. This time he stops for air. Stronger you have become stronger. But still not strong enough. Now he appears to unleash a barrage of attacks that are hard for me to block. A few of them manage to hit me. I'm getting hit quite often with this barrage of hits coming my way. The last one sends me back a few meters. Ice. No. Asia, you cannot heal him. Don't or it will be bad. But he is hurt. No. We can't have the war erupt no matter what. I know it's hard for you, but just don't. Rias and Asia are worried. To be honest, I am a bit worried too. From where did he summon such speed and strength? I believe in my senpai. Ara, Cao Cao, you're making my cute ice angry. Thanks for your faith, Koneko, Akeno. I slowly rise up. Cao Cao continues his attack immediately. So this is how weak you are without the sacred gear. Haha, how pitiful. I see he let his guard down for a second and is focusing merely on hitting me. This is my chance. I hit as strong as I can at the opening he left and he flies to the center of the playground. This gives me an opportunity to breathe a bit. Cao Cao is lying in the middle, shivering and holding the place on his abdomen where I hit him. That was a strong punch, Sekiruyute. However, I still haven't finished. Saying that, he pulls out a pill of some sort and swallows it. What is in that pill? Immediately after that he launches himself against me with great speed. I can't prepare my defense. Thud. I fly backwards from the hit. Crash. I hit the wall behind me. When I look at the wall, it has a visible hole in it. Kaichu will be mad. Wait. Where did Cao Cao go? Sekiruyute. He's flying. How? Are you wondering what's inside that pill? It was a one-time power-up. It lasts for an hour and gives me the ability to fly, as well as increases my strength and speed tenfold. Tenfold. So that's why his attack was so strong and quick. Oh, I forgot. You cannot fly. This means I have overwhelming advantage. Better give up now. Or better, don't and let me destroy you completely before I get my true longinus back. He's so confident. I'm afraid I can't do either of those two things, Cao Cao. However, your advantage is moot. I grow my wings and fly towards him. So you have learned to fly. Damn it. This changes my strategy. Don't worry, it changes mine too. We are exchanging hits in the air for a while. Cao Cao starts attacking in a more panicking way. This must mean his power-up will expire soon. He doesn't show any fear though. The desperate attacks leave him open, which I use to my advantage and throw him on the ground in one hit square into his chest. As he falls, he produces a crater in the playground. Shit. I look at Kaichu, who is looking peaceful as if nothing happened. Okay, this is weird. But I still have to win this fight. Cao Cao picked himself up and is in the air again. That was a good shot, Sekiruyute. However, now it's time for my ultimate attack. Saying that, he starts charging some power into his arms. Wait, I thought you are a human. Surprised. Yeah, that pill also gives limited magic power. Though I have mastered it almost perfectly and it should be enough to smash you into oblivion. The sphere is becoming bigger. This will leave a huge hole anywhere it hits. I instinctively rise up higher so he has to aim for me. He doesn't even flinch, though. Sekiruyute, your friends here are completely exposed. Are you sure you want to do that? This fight is between you and me, not them. But I can still attack them. He smirks at me while saying that. That bastard. I can't let him do that. I start charging my powers. Come on. I need you now. Don't fail me. Mystic nature activate. Yes. It's working. Cao Cao looks at me dumbfounded. What's that, Sekiruyute? An attempt to scare me? I can see uncertainty in his eyes as the orbs start to form a circle around me. Silver orb, attack. Silver sword critical strike. An arrow of power in the shape of a sword launches against Cao Cao, who is still powering up his magic. It's going straight for his magic sphere with a loud crash. The sword destroys the sphere. That's impossible. A mere dragon. I'm a devil, not a dragon. A dragon is inside my sacred gear. Dragon is my partner. Anyway, you are a puny being. I sense fear in his words, but also determination. How did you manage to acquire this attack, you puny devil? I'll tell you soon. Maybe if you're smart enough, you'll get it yourself by the time I'm finished. White orb, attack. White cat overtime strike. The white orb releases a horde of familiars that are in the shape of a cat. See, cow cow, these familiars have one attack only. You may stop some of them, but are you strong enough to stop them all? Cats, attack. All of them jump at cow cow instantly after saying that. He manages to stop about a quarter of them, others scratch him. Sekiryuite. These kittens of yours can barely claw me. They didn't do much damage, they are weak. Just like you. Don't be so sure. Look at your wounds. He checks one of the wounds on his arm and there is quite some blood rushing from it. What's this? A wound like that shouldn't bleed this much. Basically, this attack gives you damage over time. It's why it's incredibly potent and I would have used it first if you didn't have that magic sphere I had to destroy. But I'm not done yet. I need something first though. Green orb, attack. Holy green maiden healing wave. Green light hits cow cow straight in the chest. After that it returns to me and I absorb it, receiving the health that was just stolen from cow cow. Hey I. This hurt, you puny devil. He tries to fly, but his wings don't work anymore. He spits some blood. This attack not only steals your health and transfers it to me, it also decreases your strength. You can't fly anymore, cow cow. Do you want to surrender? Never. As you wish. Yellow orb, attack. Super S yellow holy lightning. The holy lightning strikes at cow cow with such speed that he can't even move before it hits him and throws him on the other side of the playground, making a crater. Oh well, I'll have to repair that as well, I guess. Cow cow. Any guesses yet as to how I managed to acquire these powers? After some gasping and picking himself up he is finally able to speak again. Knowing you it just had to do with something lecherous. Have you finally sucked your master's opai? Close enough. The first, silver orb, was obtained with help from our knight, Zenobia, who is a master sword wielder. The white orb was obtained with our rook, Koneko's help. She is a Nekomata, hence the cat familiars. The green one was obtained with Asia, our holy maiden bishop with healing powers. The yellow one was given to me by our queen and super sadistic holy lightning wielder, Akeno. So, do you want to guess what is this remaining orb? He looks at me in disbelief. No, it can't be. But it is. After graduating from virginity with my master, Ria's Gremory, who is master of destructive power, I have received the crimson orb. You are indeed a worthy opponent, cow cow, but this is our final battle. I hope you are also aware that this isn't my complete orb ring. There are 3 orbs still missing from it. And you are not nearly as powerful enough to make me wait to use them on you. To be honest, you're not worthy of even these 5 orbs as I originally thought. I should use this orb at the beginning and end your existence forever. Enjoy the underworld. Crimson orb, attack. Crimson ruin absolute destruction. The crimson sphere is launched against cow cow, who is disintegrated on contact. As the crimson light fades, I land at the spot where he was standing and just look at the crater the crimson destruction sphere left behind. I fold my wings and finally I hear cheers from behind me. I turn around and everybody is running towards me. I won't be able to withstand them all. Smash. I am thrown on the ground and all the girls are piling around me while Gasper as is and Kiba are standing close and yelling. Well done, Ice. Amazing. You have shown him, Ai-san. Ai-senpai, I am a proud manager now. Even if you had to be lewd to achieve these powers. I hear these and similar shouts. Ice-kun, this was a great fight. Even Kaichu says that. I feel flattered. Wait, what is she doing? She's walking towards me. She picks me up and kisses my forehead. I do, you bastard. Saji? No. It's not what it looks. Hoo-ha. I receive a punch straight into the abdomen and fall down immediately. Saji, what was that about? Kaichu looks angry. Oh, if you only knew. I'm sorry Kaichu. It's just that it seemed like breaking of the rules by him and he tries to pull himself out of this. Well, he can't say it straight to her that he is in love with her. Poor Saji. Asia is by my side healing me, for which I am thankful. Rias and Akeno are still dumbfounded by the fact that Kaichu kissed me. Believe me, I am as well. Wait. Isn't Saji second year? Saji? Why are you even here? Weren't you supposed to sleep so you can pass the exam? Kaichu asks him that. Yeah, why is he here instead of sleeping? I wanted to see Issei battle that bastard. I will help fixing the school since I don't need sleep. I have already learned everything I can. As I am strong enough to rise again, Koneko jumps on me and kisses me passionately without saying anything. Her tongue is exploring my mouth and I can't give any resistance because the orb attacks have exhausted me. But it's a great feeling. Well, Occult Research Club, I think it's time to repair the playground as much as possible before the dawn. And Ice, thank you for not destroying everything. She winks at me after saying that. What is happening with Kaichu? This is not Sona Kaichu I know. I don't have much choice but to help preparing the grounds even though I'm completely done for. As if this wasn't enough, I still have the exam tomorrow. Third and first years have a day off, so Koneko, Riaz, Akeno, Gasper and Ravel are lucky and can sleep. But for me, this will be another long day. I just hope the questions won't be too hard. The battle with Cao Cao provided me with a challenge, but I thought it would be a tougher fight. It appears I worried too much about it and should study for my exams more. It's just 10 minutes before the start now and I'm fervently sweeping through my notes, hoping the questions won't be too hard. The bell rings. It seems the moment of truth is here. We are sent in a huge hall that is full of tables. I didn't even know we have such a big hall in our school. We are seated, they call us by names, and then we go to our designated spots. Mitsuda, Motohama and I are seated a long way apart. Kiba is sitting in front of me. Zenobia, Irina and Asia are on the opposite side of the hall from me, seated next to each other. After we are all seated, teachers start walking between the rows and give out our papers. Wait a second. Is this really the semester test? The questions seem way too easy, or is it just me? I look around quickly and I seem to not be the only surprised one. Apparently it is true that the questions are not hard. Well then, this is shaping to be easier than expected. This means I will have more time to think about other things. But first I have to answer everything. It doesn't take me much time, but there were about 10 people that finished before me, Asia and Kiba included. So I go outside to find them and wait for others. Ah, there they are, sitting on the stairs of the old school building. Hey. How did it go? I thought it was supposed to be a tough test. I was a little surprised too, to be honest. Hey, Ice-kun. Yes. You were amazing yesterday, you know. So effortless against a foe like Cao Cao, you are truly starting to become strong. I think your method of obtaining those powers is weird, though. Hey. The way I obtain my powers is the best way to obtain anything. Don't mock me now, man. What do you mean, weird? Well, it's not really natural to gain powers by copulating. You are saying that as if it's a bad thing. I quite enjoy it, you know. I guess. I say that while rubbing my hair. I am truly wondering who are the remaining 3 that will give you the last 3 orbs. Do you know already who they are? This question caught me off guard. Well, not really. I mean, I never really thought about that. But the question is valid. Who are the last 3 I will get to have sex with to get those orbs? Could it be Shinra Senpai or some other Citri girl? That would really be something special. What if it were a human girl? Would that still give me some sort of powers? Even though the only girls that like me are devils. Ai-san, why do you have that look on your face? Shit. I got lost in lecherous thoughts. I don't know who it will be, of course. Well, whoever it will be a lot of fun. But first I have to train hard for the next foe who will undoubtedly be stronger than Cao Cao. And for now I have to concentrate on the 5 powers I already have. As we are chatting away freely, Zenobia and Irina came over. We debate the test and how easy it actually was in contrast to what we were told. I mean, wasn't this supposed to be a school that's one of the best in the country and one of the hardest to get into? Did we really have teachers that were so good that it made us think the questions were easy? I figured they might have given us the wrong exam, one that was supposed to be for the first-year students. Then I saw a slender figure coming towards us. I couldn't quite see who it was because the sun was shining directly in my eye. It was definitely a girly figure, but it wasn't Riaz or anyone from the occult research club. Ice-kun, may I have a word with you? It was Kaichu. Did I do anything? I look at Kiba, who was just as puzzled as I was. I don't dare to ask what's the meaning of this, so I just nod and go after her. She takes me to her office again. How was the exam, then? It was a bit easier than expected. Really? Or have you just studied extremely hard? There were a lot of people who were looking just as amazed as me at the exam. This is definitely weird. It was not supposed to be this easy. Saying that, she smirks. Wait, what? As I am just standing there looking stupid with mouth open in disbelief, she looks at me and smiles. Ice-kun, anything wrong? Did you just? What? Oh, no. I wasn't trying to say I did something like this. The president of the student council does not have the power to convince the teaching staff to give out easy exams. Apparently they decided on their own. I am not quite buying it, but I won't try to oppose her. The last thing you want to do is get on student council president's bad side. And there is still that smile on her face that is never there. There is something different about her and I know it. I just don't know what it is that is different. She stands up from her desk and gives me a stern look. I am honestly a bit afraid. Ice-kun, I want you to be honest now. There is one question I have to ask you. Yes. You see, I have told you I had a fiancé, right? Yes. And that I don't have one anymore because he was stupid and I broke it off for that reason. Yes. You see, lately I wasn't very happy with my status. Not the council president status, I love it and I always will. My friend status. My male friend status, to be exact. I'm not really sure I know where she's going with this, but I have a hunch. Ice-kun, would you want to date me as well? What? Did I really hear her say those words? I'm taken aback. I don't know how to react. Kaichu, please, call me Sona when no one is around. I don't know if I can. Why not? It's so sudden, I need some acclimatization to calling you like that. Even with Riaz it took a long while before I became comfortable with calling her that. I see. Well, my question still stands. I really don't know how to answer to that question. On one hand, Kaichu is a beautiful girl, and I would not hesitate in saying yes, if only it weren't Kaichu. I don't know how Riaz will react, or Akeno or Asia or Koneko. And especially I didn't know how Saji would react. He'd probably kill me if I did that. See, it's not that I wouldn't like it, you are very beautiful, I just is this because of my dragon nature? Probably. But still, it's not only that. I think. It's a weird feeling for me, you know. I'm not very used to feeling like this. But please, don't understand me wrong, but I don't know how the girls of a cult research club would react. I'm sure they wouldn't be very angry. I don't even know what to do with a man in bed. Haichu? You don't have to tell me these things. This is way too direct. Oh okay, let's say they wouldn't mind. There is another dragon close to you, one that also sees me as his rival. Yes, Saji is also a dragon. But I have told you before that he is more like a brother to me. That's true, but please, understand. He'd kill me if I did that. Plus, now that he knows I had sex with most of Ria's peerage, he has undoubtedly set a similar goal for himself. Are you saying that out of respect for your rival or something else? Definitely out of respect. Like I told you before, you are very beautiful, and Saji has eyes for you. He is definitely not the only one that does. But he is definitely feeling like shit right now because he thinks he is so far behind me. He didn't even get a kiss from you yet and I did. On the forehead, but I did and he didn't. He may become very angry. So this is a definite no from you? Please, don't be sad. It was not my intention. I'm a bad speaker, I just cannot say things the way I meant to. All I'm trying to say is, please give Saji a chance first. Then, if you realize he definitely isn't the right person, I can accept. Because of respect for my rival. You obviously respect Saji a great deal. You are very noble, Ice-kun. So, it is no for now. I understand. Can I kiss you, though? But no one can know, okay? It would kill Saji. Yes. I won't tell a soul. As she says that, she is coming towards me, her purple eyes shining bright. She comes to me, then stops. I never kissed a guy before. Can you kiss me? Haichu? You also have that side where you turn into a woman depending on a man. I watch in disbelief for a second, then put my hands around hers and pull her towards me. I approach her mouth and feel her breath on my lips for a moment before our lips are joined. She has very soft lips. Probably softer than Asia. She starts shaking a little, so I grab her a bit tighter so she doesn't fall. I lean out and she flails her hands around me, puts her head on my shoulder and starts gently crying. Sona, did I do anything wrong? No Ice. It's just such a nice feeling, kissing a guy. I've never felt like this before. I don't make much sense, do I? Actually, you do. I felt kinda similar when Riaz kissed me for the first time. Riaz is so lucky to have you. I will try to work out something between me and Saji. But if I don't like it, I can ask you again, right? That's what I said. And I still stand by those words. So that's a deal, then. You can go now. She morphed back into the tough Kaichu almost in an instant. I am very surprised at this. I bow my head, turn around and reach for the door handle. Ice-kun. Yes. Thank you. It's alright. Just don't mention this last bit to anyone, please. I won't. So she hasn't changed perfectly. There is still some of that dependent persona in her voice. I walk down the hallway, puzzled about today's events and not paying much attention to my surroundings. What went through my head in there? A year ago I would say yes without hesitation, just being overjoyed that a girl asked me that question. Hell, I would say yes 2 months ago. Is this the harem effect? Losing will for doing lecherous things, knowing there's always someone else who wants to be with you and you don't have to put effort into it. This can't be happening. I can't change so rapidly. Mitsuda and Motohama would freak out if they heard I just denied Kaichu. I'm not even sure myself that it was the right thing to do. But it felt so unfair to Saji. He can never find out what happened today. Outside the old school building there are still Kiba, Zenobia, Irina and Asia. They all have a weird look on their faces. Of course, they are curious as to why Kaichu wanted to talk to me. Oh, well. Nothing very important. Just something about my sacred gear. She wants Saji to become even better Dragon King, so she asked how I keep a very close bond with Drake. I am even amazed myself that I managed to tell such a meaningful lie. We finally go home now. I don't even manage to get through house doors when Koneko is already on me, hugging me tightly. I hug her back. After talking to everybody about the exam, we start talking about our missions and errands. I don't really listen, I'm still a bit dumbfounded at Kaichu's behavior today. Koneko, who is sitting in my lap, of course sees something is wrong, so she goes with me to my room after the meeting. Ice, what's wrong? Nothing, I am just still surprised how easy the exam was. Are you sure? Why wouldn't I be? You know I cannot lie to you. I am not really lying. It's true that I'm still surprised at the difficulty of the exam. Luckily she is satisfied with the answer and doesn't ask anything else and starts my senjutsu therapy. So nice to feel her warmth on my body again. End of the here. So that's it for today's video guys. Before you go, just like the video and share it with your friends. Bye.